Summary. Pizza Pants and Asriel waste a lot of time talking when they could be, like, kissing or something. Yep, that's how it is on this bitch of a night. Chapter 1. A Cat by Any Other Name. How long is this? Significantly long. It's not super long, but it's hefty. Damn, this music, though. Oh yeah, we should have done the full bingo card for the last one. Is there any of this? I don't think we had much really happen. No degeneracy. This is mostly like a degenerate things bingo card. Just weed, honestly. Yeah. Right, let's reset it. Molly! Oh, good to see you made it. I got a shout out, by the way. Molly released a 4-hour-long AMA response yesterday, it was nice. I had it on as some background noise. Definitely a completely normal AMA, no special properties whatsoever. You missed the warm-up fic, Molly, so we're getting into the heavy-duty stuff starting kind of now, so don't worry about it. Alright. Let's go. The opening shift at the pizza place was an unparalleled assault on one's senses. The blindingly bright lights persist as a perpetual source of headaches for Pizza Pants, while the pervasive scent of grease and artificial garlic stubbornly adheres to both his attire and fur. He's reached a point where he can recite every tune from the meticulously curated corporate playlist that plays just a notch too loud through the establishment speakers as he lazily readies the top shelf for the day. Amid the mundane opening tasks, Pizza Pants finds himself pondering the trajectory of the last few years. Didn't he want to be an actor? Unless he was shooting for roles demanding a soulless corporate smile, this experience seemed rather fruitless. Of course, he knew he would be anywhere else were there such an option in this podunk town. Despite his frustrations, this was the best place to earn the money that would free him from his cheese-crusted chains. It's a hard as fuck line. Operations at Icy's required an unsurprisingly immense amount of ice. It was as Pizza Pants was retrieving his umpteenth bucket from the building's comically oversized ice machine that his name tag managed to come loose from his uniform, tumbling into the dark depths below. Pizza Pants sighed, falling to his knees in order to reach for his stray name tag. After all, he wouldn't want to be caught violating dress code, would he? Actually, thinking about it, he didn't care in the slightest. The off chance that his often absent manager reprimanding him did not outweigh the apprehension of plunging his hand into the cold abyss below the machine. Besides, he was pretty sure he saw a cockroach crawl underneath there a few days ago. No thanks. It's not like anyone actually referred to the name on his tag. He was Pizza Pants. It had been the way since he got the job in second year. That was actually when I worked at McDonald's. That was a fairly significant part of the job, was taking big buckets of ice up to the front and repopulating the iced coffee station, I think. I often remember shoveling ice into a bucket. Just sort of reactivated an old memory of mine. Oh, it's Sui speaking from the same experience. Pizza Pants, breaker of chains, decruster of cheese. Yeah, what's the dark world under the ice machine looking like? It's just bug fables. That's actually something one of my managers got like actually angry at me once. Was for not shoveling ice fast enough. When he had bad days, he would sometimes get a bit loopy like that. It was just one manager though. He was kind of a character. Operations at Icy's required... Oh, that was the ice. Pizza Pants wasn't one to indulge in excess, meaning he had often worn his battle-stained clothes to school. The splotches of dull red from pizza sauce and the lingering scent earned him the nickname that had since become ingrained in the lexicon of both his peers and his internal monologue. While it was a source of annoyance now, he had initially enjoyed the attention it had provided. He had gone from being the awkward loner to the awkward loner with a funny nickname. Too true, that's branding. After just a few weeks, however, the joke had died. The nickname had become little more than a mundane moniker. He wasn't sure if any of his previous peers even knew his name anymore. The last time anyone in town had used it had been during the party. You know it's going to be good when you get the party, like a proper noun. That party. Pizza Pants wondered if it had the same significance for Azzy that it did for him. It had been the summer of senior year. The graduating class had decided to hold their own little celebration in the woods. I like this trope. It's like the Night in the Woods influence leaking in. It's happened in a few fics so far. It's a small town thing, I assume. It's that, or like you meet in the community hall with like a corrugated metal roof and a bunch of linoleum and folding tables. What did you just walk into? Well, you didn't walk, you clicked on a link, but it should have been pretty clear by the thumbnail that this is Azrael x Pizza Pants ship fix that my audience wrote. Yeah, the music is Toho, Cafe de Toho. It does slap. Quick shout out to the Toby Fox and Zun collab. I listened to that the other day. UNON was hero or something. It goes pretty hard. Oh, it's in the woods so that you can do drinking. Yeah, I guess they're still underage, probably. That keeps catching me by surprise, is that you're not, by the end of high school, you're still not allowed to drink in the States. Fucked up. I guess even in the end of high school, you're still probably under 19, so in Canada it's theoretically still illegal. Whatever. Where was I? Pizza Pants continued to trek through the wooded path, his footsteps slowed by darkness and uncertainty. It was rare that he received an invite to these parties, and he had not yet convinced himself that this was not some setup for a rather cruel prank. Perhaps he had been given the incorrect location, doomed to aimlessly wander these woods in search of a party that does not exist. That would be a funny prank. His nerves were somewhat quelled when he saw the orange glow of flames peeking from around the foliage overhead. Eventually, Pizza Pants breached the wooded threshold and stepped inside a clearing. While his entrance was rather quiet, it did not go unnoticed. Looking around, he saw many of the clearing's inhabitants look toward him with a mix of disappointment and apathy before returning to whatever they had previously been doing. Damn. Oh, congrats on Molly finally being allowed to legally drink. It's for them special occasions, yeah. Where was that? Oh yeah. There was a cheap plastic table, a folding table, and a short distance from the bonfire, on top of which were some red cups and a large opaque cooler with a faucet. A cooler with a faucet? Interesting, I haven't seen one of those. Like a, oh, I guess like a Gatorade cooler. I was thinking of like one of those square ones with the beer cans inside. Makes sense. Besides the table were two individuals, neither of which Pizza Pants had spoken too much. A green flame elemental and someone with purple appendages spurting from their head. Are those two that are sitting next to each other in QCs? Like the green flame and the... Yeah, I think those two are sitting in QCs together. They're from Hotland and Undertale. Fuku Fire, yeah. Ba-ba-ba-da. Sitting around the bonfire was Caddy. I love how that's like... You would just notice that about someone. You know, the girl with the purple shit coming out of her head. I don't know what the fuck she is. She got the purple things, though. Kinda hot, if you ask me. Sitting around the bonfire was Caddy, Braddy, and a blue rabbit-like monster playing the guitar. Both Caddy and Braddy were attempting to engage in individual conversations with the guitarist, each trying to one-up the other one through passive-aggressive remarks. Damn, so Bluey's over there winning the hearts of the local girls with Wonderwall or something. Old Burger Pants seeds in the background. Perfect. Pizza Pants has a Joey Wheeler Brooklyn accent. I thought Joey Wheeler was like a Jersey thing, unless that's the same thing as a Brooklyn. I don't even fucking know. My Pizza Pants voice kind of has like it's like an imitation of Columbo or something. I don't know. Is from New York. I think. It's the only American regional accent I can do, so I hope it's whatever Brooklyn is. Oh yeah, that's true, Pidge. That makes it all Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the current Azzy voice was originally one of the fics requested to read it as, like, what was his name? Byakuya is the guy from Danganronpa. Bakura, maybe? Some British guy in Yu-Gi-Oh! And the, Pizza Pants' voice is apparently Joey Wheeler now. Okay, cool. Scattered throughout the clearing were a few other individuals, some in pairs of groups or groups of 3, each having casual conversations. Not yet prepared for the prospect of socializing, Pizza Pants shuffled over to the table, grabbing himself a cup of mysterious fluid. Even the color was ambiguous within the darkness of the woods. Moving the cup to his face, Pizza Pants instantly recognized the scent of cheap liquor and carbonation. There was something else, something fruity. An artificially sweet scent, like cherry candy. Resigning himself to the possible consequences that would follow, Pizza Pants allowed the drink to pass between his lips. It was strong. Perhaps too strong given the amount that he'd portioned into his cup, but tolerable at least. The sickly sweet aftertaste that followed reminded him of cherry cough drops. As he debated taking another swig, a figure emerged from the foliage surrounding the clearing, their form illuminated faintly by the orange glow of the bonfire. In contrast to his own entrance, this individual's arrival earned the cheerful greetings from most everyone in attendance. Braddy and Caddy even stood and approached them, leaving the blue rabbit on his lonesome. But maybe... They got the gay juice in the brew, the gay water what turns the frogs gay. Are there any frog monsters? Are there froggets at the event? Are they gonna get turned gay? I don't know. I don't think anyone in Deltarune is, like, straight enough to get turned gay by the frog water. Of course, Pizza Pants knew who it was. Anyone in town would. If the world's a stage, he was certainly stealing the spotlight. Azrael Dreamer. With one R, though. I'll let you off this time, Sui. Next time, it's the guillotine. Talented, kind, handsome. He was a real-life Mary Sue. Not an LTSI, but Pizza Pants had never gotten to talk to the guy at school. His ever-present entourage prevented that, but he often found himself hypothesizing the potential serpent hiding beneath that flowery exterior. Damn. Have you played Undertale, Pizza Pants? Maybe he enjoyed bullying people online. Perhaps he was a fan of controversial webcomics. He could even pour his milk before his cereal, who knew? Knowing the envious origin of these thoughts did not stop Pizza Pants from entertaining them. Pizza Pants wants Azrael to be a little fucked up in the head. That's what he's into. Pizza Pants continued to watch Azrael from above the rim of his cup. Braddy and Caddy had taken to vying for his attention as some monsters moved to join them. Did Azrael come to these parties often, he wondered? Maybe it was just to mark the occasion. Regardless, whatever attention Pizza Pants' arrival had earned him had been completely diverted to Azrael at this point. Probably for the best, making small talk there seemed impossible presently. You've never played Undertale. I don't know how to spell Azrael's surname. Fair enough. Well, you just gotta make it an anagram for murderer. That's the trick. Part of him wanted to engage with the scene, to become part of the story that those present may one day reminisce about, but no matter how much he considered it, he couldn't fight the lingering sense of that whatever words he managed would be the kindling to reduce the conversation to ash. Damn. Pizza Pants downed the contents of his cup, promptly pouring himself another. If he wasn't going to socialize, he could at least get drunk at the party's expense. He really is pulling the Maborovsky technique here. I think they'd get along. I think they could kiss, maybe. Pizza Pants could be a Night in the Woods character, you know? He has, like, the sort of socioeconomic predicament of Greg or B, but also has, like, the inherent degenerate energy that could match May. Like, I feel like he'd be too pathetic to actually to judge May for her like immaturity, and would just sort of vibe with her and then go back to being miserable. I don't know. It would be a fascinating dynamic, I think. Fuck. Would knowing May be good for Pizza Pants? Is he the one person in the world who would, like... you actually need a May Borovsky in your life? I don't know. One of the other student game nominees looks like Night in the Woods. Oops. We're fucked. There's always the audience award, don't worry. Yeah, it was as Pizza Pants was nearing the bottom of his third cup that he began to realize the severity of his inebriation. His senses all seemed distant, and he had reached a stage of moderate euphoria. Miraculously, his social anxieties had seemed to burn away, now replaced by a sense of confidence. And now you go talk to your ex and vomit on yourself. Pizza Pants replaced his cup on the table. In his tipsy state, he failed to notice it rolling off, falling into the dirt. Most of the monsters in attendance had taken to sitting around the campfire, engaged in a conversation with Azrael as the focus. They all seemed to be having fun. Pizza Pants stepped toward the bonfire, his footsteps slowed by darkness and alcohol. He's coming, looming out of the darkness. As he approached the group, those facing him looked his way with uncomfortable expressions. Steadfast in his approach, Pizza Pants moved behind the sitting figure of Azrael, falling to his knees and leaning over the monster's shoulder. Oh? The sudden movement killed the ongoing conversation, giving Pizza Pants the party's undivided attention.
Hey, Azzy, you excited about going to school?
Asked Pizza Pants, his wobbling head turned to face Azrael. I'm remembering just now, by the way, that the voice I gave May in Night in the Woods was originally just supposed to be like Femme Pizza Pants. So it's wrapping back around now. Azrael suddenly scooched away from Pizza Pants, responding awkwardly. Of course, Upstate University is a great school. It's a shame they'll be away from this town, though. I'll miss all of you. Pizza Pants' consciousness buffered for a moment, before he broke out in laughter that was slightly too loud and slightly too prolonged.
Miss us. Azzy. Who's there to miss?
He chuckled, slightly off balance.
You that invested in Brady and Caddy's bullshit drama? You're gonna be kept up at night wondering if they're wearing the same outfit again.
Caddy and Brady simultaneously released sounds that combined the emotions of shock and anger, but Pizza Pants continued.
Or maybe you're gonna miss the brilliant melodies of Bluey is here.
Pizza Pants gestured lazily toward the guitarist.
Try mastering hot cross buns before you give Wonderwall a shot, buddy.
Called it, by the way. The rabbit-like monster seemed confused, as though he'd been spacing out until addressed directly. Chat, remember, Pizza Pants is from Deltarune. Burger Pants is from Undertale. They're completely different. Yeah, you're right, fucking out, son. Like, the Pizza Pants is on his Umris arc here. He's having like a birdly dinner breakdown. Burger Pants is less like a car crash and more like a galaxy exploding. Very true. Before Azrael could speak up, Pizza Pants barreled on, his tone growing serious.
Nah, I get it. You'll miss me, won't ya? It'll be tough not having someone to look down on.
His voice grew louder, slurring his words further.
Enjoy comparing yourself to me, huh? Make you feel good. Always having someone in deeper shit than you.
Pizza Pants' words had begun to distort to near incomprehensibility, but his message was decipherable enough. The partygoers were silent. The only sounds were those of the forest, the crackling bonfire, and Pizza Pants' heavy breathing. This overbearing tension seemed unbreakable until it was shattered again by Pizza Pants.
Why is it always you, huh?
He began, his voice quieter and more sullen.
I could stomach it if I was divided across everyone, you know? But you, it's just...
No one would ever know what Pizza Pants was going to say next. as he had then gone from emitting a slurry of words into a slurry of his stomach's contents right into the lap of Azriel. I knew it was coming, but it's good. Okay, they get drunk. That's good. Nothing else so far, I think. Oh, Pizza Pants Envy. We got the Envy. That's good.
Yeah, puke!
Pizza Pants eventually managed to return to a state of partial lucidity. His left arm was over the shoulder of Azriel, who seemed to be escorting him away from the clearing. The two were walking silently along a game trail when Pizza Pants decided to speak up.
What are you doing?
Oh, you seem to be not feeling well, so I'm walking you home, responded Azriel, his gaze fixed on the path ahead.
Believe me, buddy, this ain't my first rodeo. I'm fine.
My pants say otherwise. Damn, who's the puke pants now? He's so nice. Pizza Pants glanced at the stain on Azriel's clothes, memories of recent events flooding his mind.
Ah, jeez, I screwed up back there, huh?
Azriel chuckled. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Pizza Pants dwelled on his growing regret as the two proceeded down the path silently for a few moments. I have to say, though, began Azriel, I can't say I didn't enjoy it a bit. Uh-oh. Oh no, where's this... That's not good. Okay, the LTSI trauma just kicked in instantly.
Well, I'm glad my tantrum was at least entertaining for you.
It's not that, the way you let loose. Not the puke, that is. You spoke your mind so freely. I thought it was pretty cool.
Which part did you think was cooler? The drunken rambling or the puke?
Azriel laughed, shaking his head softly. You know, I was hoping to get a chance to talk to you before leaving for school.
Oh, a lapse in reason on your part?
I don't know. I'm enjoying it so far.
Why would you want to talk to me?
Well, I guess I just haven't had much of a chance to before. You don't chat much when you come to school, if you come at all.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, my voice is getting kind of hoarse and is turning into Mayborovsky. Oops. Bite him, Azzy. Bite him now. What's up with that, by the way? You showed up so sparingly. I assumed that you'd passed. Oh, I was surprised that you'd passed.
What? You think I'd want to be there more than I have to? Listen, schools are no more than factories. Their product, you. The next generation of compliant laborers. Bright-eyed youths that are just itching to get taken advantage of with the labor market.
He is a Night in the Woods character. You say that, but you're the only one from my class with a job. Pizza Pants didn't have a response to that. Was that really why? Asked Azriel.
No, I guess I was just too busy for it with, work and all that.
That's kind of worrying. You can be too busy for high school with work. Pretty sure there's, like, laws against that. What about your parents? They don't mind you cutting class? Pizza Pants paused for a moment, unsure if he wanted to go down this controversial path. Oh, this conversational path.
Well, my dad ain't exactly in a position to get on my ass. My mom tends to stay out of my business.
Oh. Again, the two returned to walking in silence for a few moments, until it was again broken by Azriel. Is that a good thing?
What do you mean?
Your mom, is it alright that she's so distanced? Azriel is having thoughts of like, but what if mom wasn't Toriel? But what if?
You got a problem with it?
Responded Pizza Pants. No, I just...
I don't know why I brought it up, honestly. It's no business of yours. I don't need the town's annoying prodigy to approve of my relationship with my mother, said Pizza Pants, his words laced with a twinge of venom. Azriel's expression immediately transitioned to one of guilt. I'm sorry. Pizza Pants looked up at Azriel. He couldn't help but feel bad about blowing up like that. No, it was an overreaction on my part, sorry.
Awkward tension swelled as the two monsters returned to their silent trek through the woods.
It's funny, you're not the first to have called me that.
Oh no, that's Azriel. It's funny, you're not the first to have called me that.
Annoying?
Pizza Pants responded with a grin. Azriel laughed. A prodigy.
Truly the depths of hometowns.
Oh wait. Excuse me. Got the mucus. More tea. We got some Comrade Pizza Pants here. Yeah, gifted kid burnout Azriel should have been on the bingo card, honestly. I don't think it is.
Got the mucus, Dracula flow vibes.
Yep.
Truly, the depths of Dante's Inferno quake in light of your suffering.
Ha, you're right. It's a pretty odd thing to complain about. Azriel trailed off. Pizza Pants looked at Azriel's face. He was wearing a polite smile, but it was clear that he was hesitating. He wanted to continue.
You know, said Pizza Pants, seeing as I spilled my guts on you, I think it's only fair that you do the same.
Azriel tilted his head at Pizza Pants, his expression shifting into one of confusion and mild disgust. Pizza Pants stammered.
Puke on me, Azriel. You know you want to. Let loose. Don't hold anything back.
Pizza Pants stammered.
Metaphorically.
He paused.
Just what did you want to say about being called a prodigy?
Azriel chuckled. I see. His gaze moved further down the trail as the two were walking down. It's hard to explain. It has always felt unsuitable.
How's that?
Pizza Pants asked.
School, sports, social life? Presumably things that don't start with an S. You're batting 100 in all of them.
Pizza Pants cringed slightly. His praise felt odd given what he'd been saying earlier. I guess it's just that I feel like I'm lacking in the parts of my life that matter most, you know? Pizza Pants did not know. If Azriel had a demerit on his record, he would probably be the first to notice it.
Enlighten me.
Azriel sighed. My family. I don't think I've been doing as much as I could be for them. Sorry, lost my place. Now Pizza Pants was even more confused. Wasn't Azriel always going around town with his kid sibling whenever they had the time? Pizza Pants had noticed they seemed pretty close on the rare occasions they picked up pizza from work.
Can't say I follow, buddy.
And we're back to Buddy. Azriel's pace slowed as he nervously ran his hands along his left ear. It's kind of a long story. You remember what happened with Des?
No. It was deleted by Gaster. The memory, I mean. Sorry.
Of course Pizza Pants remembered. Anyone in town would. The mayor's daughter goes missing in a town like this. That's news of the decade.
Of course. The mayor's daughter, right? It was tragic.
Azriel nodded. During that time, my dad was the chief of police. When Des went missing, he blamed himself. Azriel took a deep breath. Mom did too. After a moment of silence between the two, Azriel continued. She decided it was best that they separate, and Dad didn't take it well, and neither did Chris. Pizza Pants was stunned. He had known that Azriel's parents had divorced, but he hadn't assumed... Oh wait, is divorced Asgore on the card? Yes. Classic. He had known that Azriel's parents had divorced, but he hadn't assumed it was under such extreme circumstances.
So, what, you don't feel responsible for them divorcing, do you?
Azriel shook his head. No, nothing like that. It's more like I'm the only one in a position to keep things unified in some way, and it just seems that nothing I try is working. I mean, my dad is still in the bargaining phase, while my mom tries to pretend that he doesn't exist whenever it's at all possible. Chris, though, I don't even know how they're taking it. I do what I can, but communication with them is so difficult. I feel like I'll never know if they're upset, sad, or angry until it's too late for me to help them. His words were pouring out rapidly, laden with frustration and concern. Pizza Pants paused before responding, giving Azriel time to catch his breath.
Dang, Azriel, you could've... Have you gotten to talk about this with anyone else?
No, I guess you'd be the first.
Huh.
Azriel sighed. Yeesh, that was a lot. Sorry for venting like that, I guess. I had more in my mind than I thought.
It's fine, really. Are you sure you don't have anything else you want to say?
Nah, I'm fine for now. He looked up at the canopy overhead. Honestly, I could really go for a cig. Pizza Pants turned to Azriel, blinking slowly.
You smoke.
Well, I mean, technically I haven't ever tried, but Pizza Pants looked at Azrael quizzically. Promise not to laugh.
I'll try my best,
responded Pizza Pants with a subtle smile. I've seen people do it in movies, you know, and I've always thought it looked really cool. I actually never had a chance to try it, though. Pizza Pants laughed, placing a hand over his forehead, earning a crossed glare from Azrael. Is that really stupid? Asked Azrael.
Doobie.
Toffee bun in chat help? Vent emotions? I'm glad you showed it to the stream, Toffee. I'm questioning the value of your contributions so far. I think you could try a bit harder. Welcome to Azzypants. Oh yeah, they get to do their indirect kiss, just like Chainsaw Man. Pizza Pants wiped a tear from his eye.
Nah, you got it wrong. I wasn't laughing at you. I was just, that's the same reason I studied myself. I look good in punching potty. Really made me think I was a badass.
Pizza Pants reached into his pocket, retrieving a red and white pack of cigarettes with a faded label, before flipping it open to reveal the cigarettes inside.
Want to give it a shot?
Azrael looked back with wide eyes. I didn't know you smoked.
Well, I ain't exactly open about it, but you know how quick Undyne would be on my ass.
Makes sense. Pizza Pants shook the pack, prompting Azrael to take a cigarette, holding it in two hands like it was some kind of mystical artifact retrieved from an ancient crypt. We're smoking that King Tutankhamun, Pharaoh of Egypt, Sun God Ra, Dung Beetle Kush. Not the best, but I'll take the improv. Pizza Pants took the cigarette for himself, lifting it to his mouth. But took a cigarette. They're not gonna do the indirect kiss. We're smoking determination. Very true.
Yeah, like this.
He said, motioning to Azrael. Azrael mimicked Pizza Pants, who proceeded to retrieve a beat-up lighter from his jacket. In a quick motion, Pizza Pants rolled the spark wheel, causing a flame to erupt from the lighter's nozzle. He lit his first cigarette before slowly lighting Azrael's. Alright, Sui, fess up. Did you have to look at the Wikipedia page for lighters to write this part? Did you look at the Wikipedia page? Tutankhamun Zaza put the Pharaoh's curse on my ass. Oh, nope. You just smoke. I was curious.
Now, before you inhale, do a few short draws, like you're trying to sip something through a straw. Get the tobacco lit.
Azrael slowly nodded, his eyes fixated on the embers at the end of the cigarette. He removed it from his mouth before speaking. Could you, do it for me? I'm a bit nervous. Oh, he's going for it! He's gonna get the indirect kiss! Oh, the player! Pizza Pants chuckled.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Pizza Pants did as he commanded. As he commanded Azrael, drawing in a few short puffs before taking the cigarette out of his mouth.
Alright, swap with me.
The two exchanged cigarettes. Pizza Pants was acutely aware of the slightly damp tip of the filter as he placed it in his mouth. For some reason, this made his heart skip a beat. He repeated the process with his own cigarette.
Alright then, you're good to go, buddy. Take a hit.
Sex will happen, I can feel it, says chat. Keep your hopes up, I guess. Andrew, when's the last time you got stoned and high and had a food munchie about it? I've only been high once, Toby, and I had a panic attack. It wasn't really a case of the munchies. His apprehension clear, Azrael drew in a puff from the cigarette. Predictably, this resulted in a violent coughing fit that ended with Azrael looking at Pizza Pants quizzically. Am I doing something wrong? Pizza Pants chuckled.
Sorry, buddy. It's a rite of passage. You have to understand.
He held the cigarette between his lips and drew in a puff, exhaling after a few moments.
Try a shorter drag next time. Slow and steady.
Azrael did as he was told, managing to successfully exhale the smoke with clear discomfort. Immediately after exhaling, he let out a few coughs before looking down at Pizza Pants. This helps calm people down, really. Picturing Tom Scott vaping and then dying instantly. Pizza Pants shrugged.
For some reason, yeah. I wouldn't make it a habit if I were you, but I'm not one to judge.
Is he saying this like, if I were as much of a Mary Sue as you, I wouldn't be addicted to it, but I am though? I'm gonna read that interpretation. Azriel Rizzler. I think we're gonna get a lot of Azriel Rizzler. That tends to be a common theme in Azzypants. Let that sink in. Holy shit. How did I describe it? All systems engage. Fuck that cat. Of course, there's many, many hidden layers to that scene that I didn't appreciate at the time, but that is what it seemed like in context. Azriel is Tom Scott. I'm at the hometown church. I'm at the Chapter 6 Dark World. Yeah, shout out to Tom Scott. Newly retired. We got that BC bud. Homegrown THC, good for you and me. That shit is something to me, man. I think the Dracula Flow accent is being jammed by the residual Pizza Pants accent. It's not working. Okay, I should keep reading. Azriel looked down at the cigarette in his hand. You want to finish this for me? Pizza Pants smiled, taking another drag from his cigarette. With pleasure, buddy. Azriel spoke as he passed his lit cigarette to Pizza Pants. I don't think this is for me, but I appreciate the opportunity. He paused. You know, it occurred to me that I don't actually remember your name.
Yeah, I imagine that's pretty common among our class. Even the teacher uses that nickname when they take attendance,
replied Pizza Pants, not looking away from the path ahead. When it became obvious that Pizza Pants didn't intend to say more, Azriel piped up. So, are you gonna tell me?
Tell you what?
Your name.
I don't know. I'm a bit hurt that you forgot it in the first place, Azzy.
Hey, if you're not gonna tell me your name, then you're not allowed to use that nickname. Pizza Pants laughed softly but didn't respond. Come on. What'll it take to get you to tell me? Don't ask, Azzy. Pizza Pants smiled.
Fine. I'll tell you my name if you let me see your phone real quick.
My phone? What for?
Do you want the name or not?
Azriel sighed, pulling out and unlocking his phone before handing it to Pizza Pants. Uh-oh. What do you mean? Pizza Pants happily took it and did something with the screen for a moment before handing it back to Azriel. Looking at the screen, Azriel realized that Pizza Pants had added a new number to his contact, along with a new name. Oh, damn! Damn! Pizza Pants Rizzler. They're juking it out. Damn, I gotta try that. Tybalt.
Man, it feels odd to hear you say that, not gonna lie.
Tybalt, from Romeo and Juliet. Doesn't he die? Isn't he the guy who, like, someone stabs with a sword and he fucking dies? Or is it that Tybalt kills Mercutio, or the other way around? I forget. That's the character when I did one of my several Romeo and Juliet adaptations in high school. Is that a universal thing, by the way? Like, in high school, all my English teachers just wanted us to do, like, homegrown Shakespeare productions and, like, videotape ourselves. It was always really stupid, but I wrote a rap battle between, I think it was Tybalt and Mercutio, the two who have a duel in Romeo and Juliet. But in the fic, not the fic. It was a fic. It was literally a fanfic. The Romeo and Juliet AU fanfic that we wrote. They were like, it was like lawyers or something. I forget what exactly the context was. Anyway, it was like a lawyer rap battle, and I wrote it all in like gibberish Latin that I looked up in a legal dictionary. And I still remember part of it, honestly. I played one of the roles. It was like ex uxor ex ante ex gratia ex faci mens rea mandamus modus operandi quasi redendo singulis stare decisis res geste communis. That was one of the bars. There was more though, it just kept going on. I have no idea what it meant. It was complete gibberish. Go white boy. Alright. We should stop. We need to get back to the topic. We making it out of the Crusades with this one. Okay. The two could now see the border of the forest, where it reconnected to the town. It would only take a few minutes to reach, before they arrived at Tybalt's apartment. I like it, said Azrael, looking down at his phone with a smile. Responded Tybalt. It's a bit antiquated in my opinion. I suppose it'd be better than being a cat monster named Caddy, though. He's not wrong. Azrael laughed. You're pretty mean, you know that. Tybalt shrugged. Well, you gotta have some contrast to your soft and fuzzy self. Yin and yang, you know? As Tybalt was responding, he felt the buzz of his own phone from his pocket. Azrael sent him a message. Hi, it's Azzy. Tybalt smiled at the message. Oh, I see he implicitly gave him permission to use the nickname. It's all very implicit. I like that. There's subtle communication happening. Is that not how you pronounce Tybalt? I thought it was Tybalt? I don't fucking know. It's like Shakespeare trying to be... He's like an Italiboo. Shakespeare's literally just horny for Italy for some reason. Shakespeare didn't know how to pronounce that. Fuck him. I'll pronounce it how I want. Tybalt smiled at the message, looking up to see that they were now very close to his apartment. As the two approached the building, Tybalt turned to Azrael. I know it's difficult at first, but I really do appreciate you walking me back home, Azzy. You're a real gentleman. Azrael smiled. Don't mention it. Like I said, I wanted to talk to you. I'm glad that I did. Clearly Tybalt was still feeling the effects of the alcohol, because his face felt oddly flushed at the moment. Oh, and sorry about the pants, said Tybalt. Azrael looked down. Oh, right. Don't worry. I hardly noticed until you mentioned it. His accent got more posh for a second there. It's worrying. As the two reached the apartment building's entrance, Azrael moved Tybalt's arm off his shoulder, taking a couple steps back. All right, all set. I guess I'll go get a change of clothes now, said Azrael. Yeah, sounds like a plan. The two stood there for a few awkward moments, unsure of what to say. Good night, Azzy. Azrael smiled. Good night, Tybalt. Azrael turned away, walking in the direction of his home. Tybalt entered his apartment building. As he was riding the elevator to the second floor, he felt his phone vibrate once again. It was a message from Azrael. Wait, he said the thing? Good night, Tybalt? Is that a Shakespeare quote? I think that went over my head if that was the case. Let's stay in touch, alright? With a smile, Tybalt responded. Deal. Damn. That promise had ended up a lie. 1 week passed with no communication between the two of them, then a month, then 2 months. It has now been 4 months, and Pizza Pants has yet to receive further messages from Azrael despite numerous attempts to make contact. Oops. That's not relatable. No. As the days passed, Pizza Pants eventually concluded that whatever had happened the night had been a fluke, or perhaps it had happened the way he had remembered, or it hadn't happened the way he'd remembered. Perhaps his intoxicated mind had made the story seem far more intimate than it truly had been. Regardless, he had now made that bitter realization that Azrael wanted nothing more to do with him. The chime of the front doors to Icy's freed Pizza Pants from his listless daydreams. In a rush, he stepped toward the door at the front of the store, carrying 2 buckets of ice precariously. As he stepped into the front end of the building, however, he quickly dropped the buckets, their contents scattering across the ground with a crash. Pizza Pants did not immediately address the mess, as what he saw in the lobby was far more pressing. Hey, Tybalt, said Azrael. It's been a while. Damn. Fucking smooth. That was classy, Sui. That was a classy one. I enjoyed that. Quite a nice little arc. Kudos for that. That was a good one. No sex happened. I was wrong. Well, that's in the next chapter. They just like immediately start raw dogging it on the floor of Icy's and get fired. But that was omitted, I guess, for public decency here.